Have you ever been disappointed? Have you ever had a plan to go somewhere, do something, make something, get something, and it all turns into such a disappointment? The place wasn't what you thought it would be. The thing you bought broke. The thing you were trying to make fell apart or didn't function. Just, that's life, isn't it? It's full of disappointments. With great hopes, and then we're disappointed. And that's really the story of the last couple of weeks of expeditions, isn't it? Remember, in the previous expedition, we had a heathen king who ordered Israel out of captivity and back to their land to build the temple. People were full of hope. People were full of expectation. God's people were saying, hey, we get a chance to start over. We get a chance to start again. Let's go up. And then this week, we saw in the book of Ezra, after many years, the people were so disappointed. The temple was much smaller than before. The people were still sinning. Things just hadn't turned out as they wanted. And in fact, that story of disappointed hopes is really the story of the Old Testament. Lots of hopes built up, then hopes dashed. And this is part of God's plan because He wants us to turn away from our earthly hopes of an earthly king and an earthly kingdom and to put all our hope in Him, to turn Godwards and to turn heavenwards. In the New Testament, we see the fulfillment of that plan. We see the fulfillment of our hopes. We see God sends His king and establishes His kingdom. A kingdom that will never be defeated. A kingdom that will never fail. A kingdom that is ever expanding and ever growing and will one day cover the whole universe. And so the Bible calls us to put our hope and put our trust in God's King and God's kingdom, to put our trust in the Lord Jesus. And I can tell you, He will never disappoint you. He will never fail you. He will exceed all your hopes and expectations.